Oh, so y'all thought just because I did a couple of makeup videos that I wasn't gonna still be talking about intentionality? You got your nerve.
My beauty, my style, self-growth, my way.
What's up, boo? You already saw the title of the video, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right into this convo about identity shifting. And yes, I am drinking my water out of my wine glass because in my identity shift, baby, I'm a little bougie. I actually always been a little bougie. This is actually a topic that has been on my mind, and I actually got confirmation to do this video at my nail appointment today. Shout out, y'all see the nails, they fire. Shout out to Dose of Deja Nails for my nails, because they is cute, they cute and whatnot. I was talking to my nail tech today, and we were in a deep conversation, and she started saying something that was like along the lines of identity, and I was like, you know what, baby, you just gave me confirmation for my video, because I started to put this video on pause, but I was like, you know what, I want to just kind of have a girl talk moment where I hop on here and we talk about the whole subject of identity shifting, because I feel like it is something that we frown upon, and it's really nothing that we should be frowning at. Actually, you should want to go through an identity shift in order to become this boss, like this boss babe woman that you see fit for your future. Every time you lay down, you envision how you want your life to look. You're thinking about the kind of home, you're thinking about the kind of car, you're thinking about all of the material details, but are you sitting thinking enough about the woman that you need to be in that future? She's not gonna come, she ain't gonna just pop up and be like, hey, I am here. No, we got to put the work in to become her. And if you haven't checked out already, I have a whole video, that woman that you're seeking to become, she takes work, she takes practice, she takes effort, she takes intentionality to get there. And in order to get there, you have to do an identity shift. So here is, I feel like this is the misconception. I feel like this is the misconception when it comes to identity shifting, because people look at it as if it's a negative thing, like you're trying to just randomly become some other person. No, what you're doing is you're evolving into the person that you see fit for the different stages of your life. Because again, we got to think, and I've said this plenty of times on my other videos, we are constantly evolving creatures, okay? So if you still doing the same stuff at 30 that you was doing at 19, we're just gonna leave that there. You cannot think that you're going to change into somebody else if you're continuing to do the same stuff. Like me personally, for example, I've already gave my friends a fair warning, okay? I have already given them a fair warning. I'm like, look, I'm different, I act different, I move different, I handle situations different. So it's not that I just switched up on y'all. It's that I am choosing to do different stuff because I'm 31, y'all. Like, I am about to be 32 years old very, very soon. And I already feel some kind of way about getting out. I did not realize how many habits that I had that were the exact same habits that I've been having for the last several years. I think something that I've also mentioned before when it comes to identity shifting and really being intentional about becoming that woman, there's a lot of younger women out here killing it. They don't have no kids. They out here grinding. They out here building businesses. But I also feel like the Gen Z generation of babies, they decided early on, like, no, we're going to figure out the kind of women that we want to be, and then we're going to boss up. Well, I didn't have that same experience. I had my kids very young. I had my first baby when I was 21, 23, and 25, baby. Boom, boom, boom. From the aspect of where I saw life, my priorities weren't figuring out what kind of woman I wanted to be. My priorities was, how the hell am I going to take care of all these three kids? Like, I felt like Ike on What's Love Got to Do with It. He was like, what the hell am I going to do with two more kids? What the hell am I doing with two more kids? That is how I felt. I'm like, I got 3 babies. I'm married. I'm trying to figure out how to be a wife. I'm trying to figure out how to be a mom. When I reflect back and I think like, well, did I really have enough time to actually do an identity shift and shift into the woman that I feel like I am now, or that I'm transitioning to be. I never had that time. Yeah, I might be a little late in the game starting things off in my career, or, you know, pushing to do my content creation on YouTube and stuff at 31. But again, I am learning identity shifting right now. Like, I can honestly say, hold on, I'm a little parched. I can honestly say that I didn't even have an identity shift until the last, I don't know, probably year, if I'm being totally honest. My number one key advice when it comes to identity shifting is you have to figure out what person you want to be. And when you think about the person that you want to be, think about your innermost thoughts and how you see yourself. Think about that version of yourself. Really decide to become that person. If you're currently a very introverted person, but the version that you see yourself is oh my gosh, don't ever fail. I start burping every time. In your visions is an extroverted person. Okay, well, how are we going to get from here to here? Okay, this is the whole concept of this video, is how are we going to get from this person that we used to be and go through this identity shift to become this person. It's going to take a lot of self-acceptance. I used to ask my best friend, I used to say, okay, like, because she has, you know, other friends as well. Anyway, I used to ask her, I said, am I bougie? You know, like, because I'm gonna be honest, y'all, in my mind, I live a very luxury lifestyle. I don't know why I've always thought about myself in that way. And we'll get to that a little more in a second. But to me, in my visions, I've always saw myself as a luxury girl. I want to see how somebody perceives me on the outside. And she was like, oh yeah, girl, you're definitely my bougie friend. Like, you like to spend, you know, a lot of money on clothes. You like to, you know, eat at certain restaurants. You like to dress a certain way. And she was like, oh yeah, you're definitely that friend. And I was like, I'm okay with that. Like, had it been a few years ago, I probably would have been like, well, why you calling me bougie? Why this and why that? But I began to accept those things about myself. I like certain shit, okay? I had to do a lot of self-acceptance and be like, okay, it's okay for you to want those things because that's just who you are. So when it comes to identity shifting, it's all about accepting who you truly are. I feel like a lot of us are not truly being the person that we want to be because we're afraid that, you know, people won't accept us in that next phase. If people don't accept you in your next phase, baby, that just means that you have outgrown them, or that y'all are not on the same path in life, and that is okay. It's okay to, you know, grow in different directions. Once you give yourself that self-acceptance where you are like, you know what, this is going to be me every single day. I'm not going to hide who I am anymore. I'm not going to, you know, be discreet in who I am. Y'all hear me starting to get stuffy. Like, oh my gosh. Next best advice that I can give on the whole subject of identity shifting is, what do you believe that you are capable of doing? And I have said this plenty of times on other videos, and we're gonna keep talking about the same thing. Because in order to have any kind of change in your life, you have to ask yourself, what do you believe you could do? If you are getting on YouTube every day and you making videos and you're staying consistent and all of that, and you're like, oh, I want to grow my channel. If you saying it in that kind of tone, with that kind of slouched body language, you don't believe nothing. When I talk about my YouTube and I talk about my content creation and I talk about where I'm going in my life, do you see that I'm speaking with conviction? That is the approach that you need to have when you are talking about the person that you are wanting to become. Because the person that you want to become, that person, I guarantee, knows exactly what they want out of life. They know exactly what they want to do. They know exactly where they're going. That is the main thing behind identity shifting, is going from, again, so you have the version of where you are right now, and then you have that version after the identity shift. You have to be able to accept all of the things that this person is afraid of accepting, go through that transformation, do the self-work, and get to that version where you're like, oh, no, I know exactly what I want. Is identity shifting bad? No, it's not. Actually, again, like I said, I feel like everybody should go through an identity shift. I feel like everybody should get to a point in life where they're like, okay, I've been doing this same thing and it's gotten me nowhere. So who do I need to shift into being, or what values do I need to change about myself in order to go through and succeed in all of the goals and aspirations that I have? So we're going to go ahead and leave that there. Like I said, I wanted to just get on here briefly. I didn't want this to be a super long video. It is just strictly about identity shifting and actually, you know, like I said, just being intentional about being that woman. You got to be, we've already talked about intentionality. If you have been here before with me, you know I am drilling intentionality this year, because you cannot do any kind of change into your life unless you're going to make intentional daily decisions. Y'all heard me say this, okay? You cannot make any kind of change into your life unless you're going to make intentional daily changes in order to become that woman. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that there. I really hope that y'all enjoyed today's video. Definitely don't forget to comment below. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me how your transformation or identity shifting process is going. Like I said, I'm still doing mine, y'all. I'm still doing mine. But I hope that y'all can see that even since I've started my YouTube channel, like, my energy is totally different, okay? And that's because, baby, I know where it is that I'm going. I know what it is that where I'm going. I know what is coming for me. So that's why I can get on here and speak the way that I do, move the way that I do, become this woman that I am, because like I said, I am very strong in the woman that I am becoming. My feminine energy is high and baby, okay? But I hope and pray that that is the same process that you are going through as well. So again, drop in the comments below. Let me know how your identity shifting process is going. And then if y'all have suggestions for other topics, y'all know I am always open to listening. Okay? But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here for the night. If you've been here before, you already know what I'm about to say. But baby, if you have not, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below, baby. And also make sure that you are hitting that notification bell as well, so you can see when the videos is going up on the channel, okay? So I will go ahead and I'll catch y'all on the next video. But love you guys. Bye.